Good morning, traders, and welcome to Morning Majors. Sorry I haven't been around in a couple of weeks. It's been the school holidays here in the UK, and I've been spending lots of time with the little ones, playing games and all of that kind of fun. But I'm back now and getting back into the swing of things. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the charts. And we'll start by taking a look at the Australian dollar. Now, the Australian dollar is, as we can see here, has been in a downtrend on the 4-hour chart here for quite some time. And it's in the middle of a pullback. Now, the thing with the price action right here is initially I was looking for a pullback to this previous level of support, which could then act as resistance. The market did pause it there for a moment and then has since kind of broken through. Then it looks like it's pulling back towards this trend line over here. Now, I do think that the market will roll over at some point. The problem that I have is that at the moment, it's not really trading at a key level of support or resistance. And I generally like to take my trades from a level of support or resistance. So what that's going to mean is that either I'm going to wait for a pullback to this trend line, at which point I'll then be looking for shorting opportunities, or we'll get some sort of price action reversal pattern, probably on the 1-hour chart. And take a break back beneath this previous level of support over here, which is the one that we were looking at as becoming resistant. So we're either going to play an interaction of this level here, or we'll wait for the market to pull back a little bit and play an interaction of the highs over here. Now, there are some short-term opportunities to be able to play that high. So without having to wait for the shorting opportunity, we could have, of course, wait for some sort of a period of consolidation around here. And then wait for a break to the upside on something like the 15-minute chart, looking for a rally up until this trend line over here. Looking at the euro dollar, so the euro dollar is a similar kind of situation as the Australian dollar. Let's get rid of that there. So again, if we look at this, we've been in a big downtrend. However, as we can see, the euro dollar has strengthened. So the euro strengthened over the past week or so, and it's broken through a previous level of support, which we were looking at again as being resistance, but it hasn't quite done that. We don't have the trend line like we did the Australian dollar, but we do have these previous levels of resistance over here. So if I zoom in here on the 4-hour chart, we've got this previous high over there. Then the market kind of came and played with these highs again, and what we're looking at, not necessarily directly to the pip, but in and around this kind of area here. So between the 1721 and let's say the 1767, in and around that 50 pip range there, we will be looking for the market to pull back to this level and then give us a reversal pattern. But again, like the Australian dollar, the short-term momentum is definitely to the upside, and from that perspective, it could be an idea to try and play a sort of like a bit of a pullback on the 15-minute chart and look to buy the market up until we get to this resistance over here. At the moment, the price action is just really consolidating and it's going nowhere, but it's certainly something that I would consider if I get a pullback to this previous level of resistance over here, which could then act as support. Looking at the pound dollar, so again, I mean, these are all very correlated markets, so it's no real surprise that we're looking at the same trades on all of them. The only thing that I will say for the pound dollar is that we haven't quite broken out of a previous level of support, which becomes resistance. So of all of the pairs that we looked at, Aussie dollar, euro dollar, and pound dollar so far, the pound dollar is the one that I most favor a shorting opportunity in the very near future. We're at 1.2904 and approaching 1.2947, which is our previous level of support, which could then act as resistance. So we'll be looking for the market to pull up into that level there and give us a bit of a reversal pattern, probably on the 1-hour chart, but equally we could look at it on the 15-minute chart, and ultimately give us an opportunity to start taking the market short. The New Zealand dollar, again, all of these have the dollar in it, so we know that this is a dollar-driven move across all of the board there, but the New Zealand dollar, similar to the pound dollar, is already pulled up into, or is pulling up into a previous level of support. It hasn't quite broken it yet, like the pound dollar, so I'll be looking for a reversal pattern over here, like a 1, 2, 3 reversal, in and around this area here, take this short towards these lows, or obviously build into the position if it starts to trade against me a little bit. So the Aussie dollar, euro dollar, pound dollar, New Zealand dollar, all looking for shorting opportunities. The Aussie and the euro are giving us some shorter term long opportunities. So we'll just have to see how the market plays out there. The Euro Swiss is looking very nice. So what I'm looking at in this pair here is you can see that the market is previously broken this structural low over here. And it's also, if we bring this down, broken this previous low over here as well. And what I think from my personal perspective is really we've now got clear water down towards this support level at 0.9790. So I'll be looking at perhaps on the 15-minute chart, some sort of a consolidation, a bit of a pullback, maybe to this previous level of support, let it act as resistance, and then give us an opportunity to short there. So I'm looking to take advantage of the momentum of all of the pairs. This is the one where we'd be taking the trade with the momentum. The trade hasn't set up yet, but it is certainly interesting and one that we're going to consider in the very, very, very near future. Now we've got the euro yen, the dollar yen. Sorry, what we've got here is we can see that actually we had an upward sloping trend line here, which was nice to see. The market, this is on the 4-hour chart, okay. The markets broke through that level, giving us an opportunity to go short. It's now playing with the lows here. So it did go short a little bit. It then pulled back up into this previous level of support, which then acted as resistance. Has acted as resistance a few times in the past as well. It then sold off from that level, and it's kind of toying around this area here. And what I think is going to happen is that eventually when we do crack the floor of this, we're going to get a move down towards the 108 spot 26 type area. But we do need to wait for the market to crack this level here. So what I will be doing is, first of all, looking at this on the 1-hour time frame. So we'll see how things play out around here. What we would want is the market to come down to this level and consolidate a little bit before breaking through. If the market just breaks through this level here, then we're taking on a little bit too much risk to be able to take the trade. So we would like a little bit of consolidation around this area. If we can't get it on the 1-hour chart, then we would consider looking at it on the 15-minute chart as well. But as I said, we want a reaction to this low here, and then we'll sell the reaction to that low. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed morning majors. We're back, as I said. We had the kids' holidays on and all of that kind of good stuff. But we will be back a few days a week with your majors updates, which gives you trading opportunities that I'm looking at from a longer term perspective and also on a shorter term intraday day trading perspective. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you all soon. Take care now.